Any hope that there may be a thawing of chilly relations between Seoul and Tokyo looks to have been completely extinguished, with President Park Geun-hye and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe at pains to avoid bumping into each other at this week's APEC summit. Hwang Sang-hee reports on what's keeping the two countries' ties in the deep freeze.
In his column for Global Asia published last month, Korean Foreign Minister Yoon Byung-se suggested applying President Park Geun-hye's so-called trust politic at the regional level and transforming the existing structure of mistrust into one of trust and cooperation. Here, Minister Yoon is referring to Seoul and Tokyo's frosty relations. South Korea has been demanding Japan issue a formal apology for the war crimes it committed during its colonial rule of Korea, including the issue of Korean women forced into sexual slavery under the Japanese military. At his latest meeting with his Japanese counterpart Fumio Kishida last month in New York, the South Korean diplomat called on Tokyo to make stronger efforts to improve bilateral ties.
We hope to see a brave leadership by Japan to heal the wounds of the past.
The Japanese official, however, rejected the request, saying the Abe cabinet has followed the views of past governments on historical issues. The issue was addressed again by President Park Geun-hye during her meeting last week with U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel. President Park said the lack of trust between Seoul and Tokyo stemmed from the Japanese leadership's controversial remarks on historical and territorial issues. The leaders of South Korea and Japan have yet to sit down for a bilateral meeting under the Park administration. And with President Park and Prime Minister Abe refusing to make eye contact at Monday's APEC summit in Indonesia, it seems highly unlikely a bilateral summit will happen anytime soon. Hwang Sang-hee, Arirang News.